Imagine your job is to play a video game for 10 hours a day in front of millions of viewers, and you can be sacked from your team if your skills decline. The world of professional esports has become a massive industry, and at the very top of it, in South Korea, you find some of the most disciplined athletes on Earth. Today, we meet one of them. Hello, and welcome to What Do You Actually Do?, the podcast where we explore the fascinating and often misunderstood jobs people have, and we learn English through real conversation. I'm your host, Alex, and today we're going to Seoul, South Korea, the home of professional esports. Our guest is Ryan, who plays for one of the country's top League of Legends teams and has been a professional gamer for the last 6 years. Ryan, thanks so much for joining us.
Hi, Alex. Thanks for having me. It's nice to talk to people about the job rather than just play.
So, Ryan, when you tell people at a party that you are a professional gamer, what is their reaction?
It really depends on the country. Here in Korea, people just nod. It's a normal job, like being a footballer. In other countries, people often laugh at first, and then when I explain the salary and the team and the broadcasts, they stop laughing very quickly.
What is the salary, if you don't mind me asking?
For top players in the Korean League, base salaries range from $100,000 to over $1 million a year, plus prize money, plus streaming income, plus sponsorship deals. The very top players in the world can earn several $1 million a year. I am not at that level, but I am comfortable.
That is a real career. So in simple terms, what does a professional gamer actually do?
My job is to play one specific video game, League of Legends, at the highest level possible, as a member of a 5-person team, in an organized league with weekly matches that are broadcast to millions of viewers. To do that, I have to train, study, and prepare like any other professional athlete. The actual matches are maybe 10 hours a week. The other 40 hours are training and analysis.
So most of the work is preparation, not playing in the matches.
Most of the work is preparation. People assume we play matches all day. We don't. We play maybe 2 or 3 matches a week. Everything else is training, watching replays, studying our opponents, working with coaches, and refining strategy.
How does someone end up doing this?
I started playing seriously when I was about 13. By 15, I was in the top 1% of players in Korea. A scout from a smaller team noticed me and offered me a place at a training house, what we call a gaming house, when I was 16. My parents had to sign permission. I left school early with their support and joined the team. From there, it was 3 years of grinding before I made it to a major league team.
A gaming house? What's that?
It's exactly what it sounds like. A house where the team lives together. We sleep, eat, train, and play in the same place. Most Korean teams use this model. It builds team chemistry and discipline. We have coaches, analysts, a chef, even a mental performance coach.
A mental performance coach. So you treat this like elite sports.
Completely. Top esports teams operate exactly like top sports teams. We have physiotherapists for our wrists and backs, nutritionists for our diet, strength coaches because sitting all day is bad for your body, sleep specialists. The Korean teams set the standard, and the rest of the world is catching up.
Walk me through what a typical day looks like.
I wake up around 10 a.m., breakfast and a workout. Usually 45 minutes of cardio and some upper body strength work. Then we have a team meeting at 12 p.m. to review yesterday's training and set goals for today. Practice starts at 1 p.m. We play scrims, practice matches, against other professional teams, usually 3 matches in a row. Then we review with our coach, watching the replay, identifying mistakes. Dinner together at 7 p.m. Then more individual practice, solo queue, watching VODs of opponents, until 12 a.m. or 1 a.m.
12 hours a day of gaming?
12 to 14 hours, 6 days a week. We get 1 rest day per week, and that's strict. The body and brain need it. Players who try to push through without rest break down very fast.
What's the hardest part of the job?
The pressure. When I started, I just played for fun. Now every game I play is being analyzed by my coaches, my opponents, the fans, and the media. A bad week can put my contract at risk. There is no off day in your head. You are always thinking about the game, even when you are not playing.
And the physical side?
Wrists. Wrists are the number 1 injury in esports. Repetitive strain. I do stretches and physio every day. I have already had 1 minor wrist surgery. Some players have had to retire early because of their hands. We sit for 14 hours a day, so we also have back and neck issues. The athletes who last in this industry are the ones who take their bodies seriously.
How long can a professional gamer's career last?
That is the brutal truth of esports. Most players peak between 18 and 23. Reflexes start to slow in your mid-20s. Most pros retire by 26 or 27. The few who last beyond 30 are exceptional. So you have a very short window to make your money and build your name.
That's intense. So what about the best parts?
Playing in front of a packed stadium. The first time I played a match in a sold-out arena, 20,000 people screaming, the lights, the broadcasters. I cried in the locker room afterwards. As a kid, I had watched these matches on a screen at home and dreamed of being there. To be on the stage, doing what I love, is the best feeling in the world.
That is amazing. Do you have a memorable story?
One that I think about often. 2 years ago, we were in the playoffs, eliminated bracket, 1 loss away from going home. We were down 2-0 against a top team. The third game, in the last fight, my character cast a teleport spell to a critical position. It was a play we had rehearsed, but never used in a real match. It worked. We won that game. Then we won the next 2. We came back from 2-0. The whole arena was on its feet for the last fight. I will remember the sound of that stadium for the rest of my life.
That sounds incredible.
It is moments like that that make the 14-hour days worth it.
Got a funny story too?
Laughs. Many. Here's one. Early in my career, I was on a smaller team, and we had a chef at the gaming house. One night during a major tournament, we were behind, very stressed, and our team captain, who was famous for being intense, yelled at the chef in front of all of us, saying his food had no flavor. The chef said nothing. He just nodded. The next night, the captain's plate had triple chili oil on every single piece of food. We watched him eat the first bite. His face went red, and he started crying at the table. Could not speak for 10 minutes. The chef walked past and said only, "Now there is flavor." The captain apologized the next morning. The chef stayed for 3 more years and is still our friend.
Now there is flavor. That is amazing.
We never disrespected the chef again.
For someone listening who is thinking they want to be a professional gamer, what's your advice?
3 things. First, be honest about your skill level. Top 1% of players in your country is the minimum to be considered. If you are not there yet, do not quit your studies or your job. Real pros are obvious by 16 or 17. If you are 22 and you are not in the top 1/10%, the door is closing. Second, your body is your equipment. Take care of your wrists, your back, your sleep, your diet. The gamers who burn out fast are the ones who think gaming is just sitting and clicking. It is athletic. Treat it that way. And third, have a plan for after. Even if you make it pro, you have maybe 10 years at the top. What comes next? Coaching, content creation, broadcasting, business. Start thinking about it before you have to. The smart players already have their next career half built before they retire.
Brilliant advice, Ryan. Thank you so much for sharing your world.
Thanks, Alex. It was fun.
That was Ryan, a professional gamer in Seoul. Now let's review some useful vocabulary. First is esports. Esports is short for electronic sports, competitive video gaming at a professional level. The biggest leagues are in Korea, China, and the United States. Second, scrim. A scrim is a practice match between two professional teams, like a friendly match in football, but used for training, not competition. Third, a bracket is the structure of a tournament, who plays who, and what happens after each match. The eliminated bracket is for teams that have already lost once. Fourth, reflexes. Your reflexes are how fast you react to what you see. In gaming and sports, fast reflexes are a huge advantage. They naturally slow as you age. And finally, sponsorship. A sponsorship is when a company pays a player or team to wear their logo or use their products. Sponsorships are a major source of income in esports. And that's it for today's episode of What Do You Actually Do? A huge thank you to Ryan. Join us next time when we move from screens and gaming chairs to the streets of London. We're talking to Sophie, a professional photographer who shoots weddings, fashion, and editorial work for some of the biggest publications in the world. Until then, take care.